Welcome back to lecture series of hydraulic structures. And today we are starting module 2. Module 2 is on earthen dams. So in this particular session we will learn what is an earthen dam, what are the different types of earthen dam and how they are classified. Let me share the content. Yeah. So it's earth dam. So in this module, we'll be discussing about the introduction of earthen dam, causes of failure of earthen dams in session 2, preliminary section in session 2, and this is in session 3, I think. Yes, determination of phreatic line by Casagrande's method and estimation of seepage. So phreatic line is also called as seepage line. So we'll discuss when we come to that particular session. So let us uh, know what an earth dam is. So earth dams have been constructed from long past. So it is nothing new, right from the in the from a very past age. It has been constructed, and they are made up of natural material like gravel, soil, earth. Okay, the dam type is good choice for sites with wide valleys. Wherever there are wide valleys, you can go for earthen dams, and they can be built on hard rock or softer soils. Such a dam is composed of fragmented, independent material particles. So they are not like it is not like concrete dam where everything is homogeneous. So here they are fragmented, independent material particles. The friction and interaction of the particle binds the particles together into a stable mass rather than by use of cementing substance. So no cementing substance is used. So because of this friction and interaction, they bind together. So earthen dam is made up of particles which are independent, So, types of earthen dam based on the method of construction. They are classified as rolled fill hydraulic dams, and the second one is hydraulic fill earthen dams based on the method of construction. So, here in this type of dams, they are constructed by laying the layers not exceeding 20 centimeter in thickness, and they are placed one layer is placed over the other layer, and it is compacted by means of a mechanical roller. So the compaction takes place when the optimum moisture content is maximum. So it is properly consolidated at optimum moisture content, and the optimum moisture content is maintained by sprinkling water. So in this rolled fill earthen dams, so what is done is the layers are placed one over the other, and each layer of earth is placed one over the other, and each layer should not exceed 20 thickness, 20 centimeter, sorry, 20 centimeter thickness, and it is compacted by means of a mechanical roller, and it is compacted at optimum moisture content, and optimum moisture content has to be maintained by sprinkling water. And we know that optimum at optimum moisture content, the maximum consolidation will takes place. So roll fill dam is nothing but by constructing the earthen dam in layers of 20 centimeter thick, and compacting it at optimum moisture content, and optimum moisture content is maintained by sprinkling water. The next method based on the method of construction is hydraulic fill earthen dams. So in this type of dams, the construction and excavation and transportation of earth are done by hydraulic methods. So here what is done is the soil and water is mixed, and with water, and then it is transported through pipes, and at the side the outer edges of the embankments are kept slightly higher than the middle portion of each layer. While laying the layers, the outer edges of the embankment are kept higher, and the in middle portion is kept little lower. So during construction, a mixture of excavated materials in slurry condition is pumped and discharged at the edges. So when it is discharged at the edges, where the edges are kept at a higher level, the slurry of the excavated materials and water consists of coarse and fine materials. So fine materials are deposited in the central portion to form a water or a tight central core, and in this method compaction is not required. So I'll just brief it. So in this method compaction is not required is one thing, and then here the slurry, which is made up of excavated materials and water, that is soil and water, is mixed, and then it is transported through pipes, and it is discharged at the edges of the embankment, where the edges are kept at a higher level. When the discharge, because the slurry contains the fine materials and coarse materials, the coarse material will be towards the edges and the fine material will be deposited in the central portion. So this central portion forms a tight central core, so which is impervious compared to the outer core. But this method is not popular nowadays. Next one is based on the mechanical characteristics of the earth materials used in making the section of the dam. So there are what materials are used. That was based on the method of construction, and the second classification is based on the mechanical characteristics of the earth materials used. So first one is called as a homogeneous embankment dam, and second one is a zoned earthen dam, and the diaphragm earthen dam is the third one. So first let us go to homogeneous embankment dam. So here you can see homogeneous, as the name indicates, it is made up of only one material except that which is used for pitching here on the upstream side. See, you pitch for pitching, slope pitching, that is to prevent seepage of water. Impervious layer is used here. So that's to accept that the rest of the embankment is made up of only one material. One material. Here you can see that the water, this is the top flow line called phreatic. In this case, the seepage will definitely takes place. Water will seep through the material of the dam. The top line is called as a phreatic line. And what happens in homogeneous earthen dam? This seepage line or the phreatic line, which is the top line of the flow, will cut the downstream side here. This is the downstream side, will cut the downstream side. When it cuts the downstream side, here saturation takes place. And the material will get eroded. And this will create problem. So in order to prevent this, drainage filter is provided here. A drainage filter is provided so that the seepage line will not cut the downstream side, and the seepage line will cut the drainage filter, and water will get collected in the drainage filter, and then it is taken to the downstream side. So this is what actually happens in the homogeneous earthen dam. So in the homogeneous earthen dam, we have to provide a drainage filter so that the seepage line or the phreatic line do not pass through the downstream, like as in this case shown in the figure. So they are just to revise this, they are constructed with one kind of soil, excluding the slope protection, that is the pitching, as I already told you earlier, and the soil used must have friction resistance as well as low permeability. So the permeability should be low. If the permeability is more, then water will seep through and it will carry away the materials and will cause failure of the dam. So the permeability of the soil should be less, and it should have friction resistance. For stability. The slopes must be moderately flat for stability, and so that it is easy for maintaining. And they are also not common in practice. The homogeneous earthen dams are not common in practice. The next type is the zoned earthen dams. So here there are different zones. As the name says, zoned earthen dam, there are different zone. So here the impervious core or the central core, which is made up of fine material, is covered with a transition filter zone, which is of mediocre permeability. The mediocre permeability. And then this transition zone is covered by pervious outer zone. So this is pervious. This is mediocre pervious, and this is impervious. So this is slightly pervious than the impervious core, and this is more pervious. So there are three zones in this, and again, as usual, there is a slope protection. So why this transition zone filter is provided is the seepage water from the outer pervious zone will permeate through this zone, and it will not enter this impervious core. It will not enter the impervious core. If it enters the impervious core, the cracks of in case there are any cracks in the impervious zone, it will cause piping and cause failure of the foundation. So through the impervious layers, it enters the drainage gallery, and then it comes out through the downstream side. It comes through the downstream side. The next is zoned earthen dams. Zoned earthen dams. So here it contains a central impervious core. The same thing is repetition here. Impervious core covered by relatively porous transition zone, surrounded by more pervious outer zone of more pervious material, and the outer zone is called shell. Okay, the transition zone is provided to prevent piping through cracks in the core, so it will avoid water entering into the core. Okay, this pervious zones or shells support and protect the impervious core, and the core is made up of clay soil such as black cotton soil. It provides water tightness to the dam against seepage. The core will provide water tightness to the dam against seepage. The next one is the diaphragm earth dam. So in this diaphragm dam, you can see a diaphragm which is embedded into an impervious foundation bedrock like this, and this is thin. This is thin as against the case of zoned embankment dam, where the impervious core is quite broad. Okay, this diaphragm can be provided at the center, or you can provide it as a blanket near the sloping surface. So here the protection is there, and because of this diaphragm, the water seepage through the dam can be prevented. So it consists of a central impervious thin diaphragm of earth, cement concrete or bituminous concrete, surrounded by earth or rock fill. It may be placed centrally or even at the upstream face as blanket. So near the earth upstream face also it can be placed, and the inclined diaphragm provides slightly better stability against earthquake. So this, if the diaphragm is placed inclined, that is at the upstream face, it gives better stability against earthquake. So we discussed different types of dam. So in that, based on the method of constructions, we have two types of dam. That is, we discussed about two types of dam. That is, one is rock fill earthen dams. The second one is hydraulic fill earthen dam. And based on the mechanical characteristics of material, they are classified as homogeneous embankment dam, zoned earthen dam, and diaphragm earthen dam. So in homogeneous, it is made up of one material, and the drainage should be provided so that the seepage line cuts the drainage, and then the water will get collected in the drain and then goes to the downstream side. The seepage line should not cut the downstream side. That is the condition which has to be maintained in homogeneous embankment dam. Then zoned embankment dam. So there are three zones: the innermost impervious, and the second one is the transition zone where it is mediocre pervious, and the outer zone, which is called shell, is more pervious. So in diaphragm dam, so there is a diaphragm at the center of the dam. So this is all about the earth dam and the different types of earthen dam. Thank you.